Babymetal. I don't know anything about this band. I've never heard any of their songs. I know the name. What is going on, everybody? It is your boy, Mr. Rock and Roll. We're going to talk about this Babyklok tour. Now, I saw around seven bands in 1 week, and then a whole slew of things just started getting in the way. But I remember it like it was yesterday, so we're going to talk about it. First, the fact that these two bands, Babymetal and Dethklok, toured together was one of the weirdest dreams come true for me that I've ever seen. And that day, I am telling you, I was giddy. I was so giddy. On my way, just let's say a side note, on my way to this stupid venue, everything got in the way, from the traffic to the traffic to the traffic. But we got there. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was being good on this one. I was like 3 hours early. 3 hours early. I know how to talk, I promise. 3 hours early, and I met so many people that I do. You guys were so cool. Just meeting fans in general is probably the coolest thing. I jumped in line at the very end, but the line like tripled in size in the time that I was sitting there. And I talked to some people, my buddy Mike now. Mike, it was fun to talk to you. But on our way in to this venue, I'm not gonna lie, I think it was too small. A lot of people think Babymetal and even Dethklok, like the crowds over here, they're not gonna be quite as big. These people deserved a bigger venue. I've never been packed in so much sardine of a situation, but when I got there, it was, I mean, like, let me pull my phone out. So any of these videos, rocks, laser beams, acid, body birds, were very hard to film. I'm talking like I had to like, so they deserved a bigger venue. But starting with Dethklok, if you want the Babymetal review, here's the timestamp. Go to that. But I want to talk about Dethklok too, because I was literally there to see both of them. So, Dethklok. Oh, Dethklok and Brendan Small. Dethklok. I was so pumped when you guys decided to go on tour. You have no idea. So I showed up and we got in the crowd, started getting packed here. I heard some of my people right closer to the middle, and I snaked my way through. You guys are awesome. I got close because of my fans, you guys. I cannot tell you how cool that is to me. You have no idea. Dethklok. Dethklok started out with a really cool intro, which started out with a little blurb that said, "This show might cause epilepsy," which I could see why. Even I, with my eyeballs, is like, Jesus Christ, dude. But they opened up with this whole intro insulting the crowd and the fans, and it was great. Check this out.
Gentlemen, it appears as if Dethklok is back.
Yes, sir!
So wait, is Dethklok back? Is Dethklok back or not? What the hell is happening? Dethklok is
general closure. The popularity of this band is increasing.
increased over the years, and so have the numbers of their stupid fans. We think this because we think they are incredibly stupid.
High Holy Priest of the Church of the Black Clock. And if you can hear me, then there might still be time. I bring a grave message. The Doomstar looms nearer, threatening cataclysmic destruction to our planet. We need your help. We need your power. Together, we must stop the Metalocalypse. We must summon the power that the prophecy speaks of. Together, we must summon Death.
Is Deathklok back? Yes. I cannot tell you the excitement going through the veins because I knew I was going to hear songs that I've been wanting to hear for a long time. A very long time, like over a decade. And what was cool about Awaken is I turned around and the guy behind me had seen all of mine and Melissa Bonnie's videos, and he's tapped on me and was like, "What do you think Melissa would say?" I was like, hopefully she would be up there saying stuff. But man, the crowd started headbanging. I've never seen a crowd quite like this outside of AC/DC when I saw them a long time ago. This crowd was so packed and dense that any form of mosh pit or circle pit was like unavoidable. And I had someone with me that I was like, no, stay away. Because this person is really tiny, really small lady. So the pit, when Deathklok went on, started, and it never stopped. It kept going the whole show, especially during this. I got to see Mermaider in this whole. You know what's cool about Deathklok's set too is you're meant to watch the screen back there. You're not meant to watch the band. The band is constantly in the shadows. Like you see them, but they're not lit up until the very end, which I think is like really cool. I've never seen anything like it. I actually didn't realize their lead guitarist was a lady. This lady was a shredder, which is funny because there's a whole joke in the show about women can't be brutal, and then there's one being brutal. Basebones is the best. They had a whole trippy thing about smoking pot, drinking beer.
Smoking pot, drinking booze. Smoking pot, drinking booze. Smoking pot, drinking booze. Smoking pot.
And that thing got truly trippy. They also played some of their new ones, which we have checked out. Aortic Desecration, I think, was played. Bruh. This whole band is built on just headbanging. And every time I'd turn around to my fans that were there to see Babymetal, they were starting to look at me and go, well, we see why you like Deathklok so much. Man, Deathklok's show was so good. So good. And they were the first to go up. We still had Babymetal to go. When I tell you, Deathklok's set was so like heavy on this steady drum beat, but it's so headbangy. And the circle pit was probably like 20 feet long, however you say that in the metric. I'm American. Thing was huge. And by the end of it, I'm like drenched in sweat. I'm high-fiving people around me. I've gotten photos with these people. We're all talking. It is hard to turn around at the Coca-Cola Roxy because I'm going, yeah! So we're talking and everybody's already tired. Everybody's like almost as if that was the main event, which it was part of the main event. I'm telling you, Deathklok's, man, here's another video. Birthday Death Day, I had to show that one because that's such a like. I listen to that every year. I even did a cover, which, here you go. I realize I keep cutting, but man, Deathklok was so good. If you guys don't know this band really, please go listen to them. They just released their 4th album, probably the last one they'll ever get released. Maybe we'll get a 5th one, who knows. But they are some death heavy metal, and they are really the ones that introduced me to death metal. So seeing them was a dream come true, and the fact that I got to see them with you guys, I didn't think that would ever happen. That was never a thought to meet you people at shows of any kind. It was never a thought in my head that that would happen. But here we are. I think the 3rd or 4th time. 4th time I think that's happened. Man, you guys are great. The Deathklok show was fantastic. Once they started, there was no stopping. It was like, bow, all the way through to the end. That was Deathklok. Really speedy show, man. It never stopped, never ceased fire. When the lights came up, I even heard Brendan Small do his voices of Nathan Explosion, and Toki, and he did a whole thing, just him. The only one that didn't speak is Murderface, because I think that's someone else. But that show was fantastic. I was drenched in sweat. I was so tired. I looked at my lady that I was with, call her Lady Rock and Roll, looked at her and was like, I'm going to die. I'm so tired. I'm thirsty. But to get water at this place before Babymetal would have been a huge mistake, because I'd have to go maybe 30 yards that way, which you think is not a lot, but I'm telling you, please. So I abandoned that idea. We went through this whole show with no water. People were crowd surfing also during Deathklok, even during the opening dude, which the opening dude was dope. Here's a quick video of him. The opening guy was dope. It was just one guy shredding for like 30 minutes. It's cool stuff. But even during his set, people were crowd surfing. I think I saw, if I were to guess, maybe 200 people around that number, legitimately, from start to finish, crowd surfing. And the amount of pits, the amount of people in the pits, the amount of energy that Deathklok created was only, it was like, imagine having a huge wildfire. Then Babymetal is coming. The fire hasn't even gotten big yet. With that being said,
Infinite loop. The spirit.
Babymetal.
For Babymetal, transcending oneself is the only path left. Are you ready to headbang? Now is the time for the Metalverse with Babymetal.
I got to see Babymetal live, and I am still talking about it with friends of mine to this day. This show was one of, if not up there right with AC/DC, the most energetic show I have ever seen. And I went into the show tired as can be. I'm shredded. My neck already hurts from Deathklok. Now we got Babymetal. These people came out with a whole thing of their own. And then they bulldoze you with music. It doesn't stop. And Moa and Sue and Momo, I love these three now. I already had massive respect for them, but then I saw them live. This is one of those bands where you know it's going to be crazy. You know it's going to be crazy. Then you see them, and you had no idea. You had no idea. They, all of their songs have so much energy. They even played Metalli, but they check this video out. Now, Give Me Chocolate. One of the biggest videos I had before it went and got blocked 2 years after it came out. And at some point, as I'm editing this video, unblocked. Yeah. Give Me Chocolate. This song was really what did it for me with Babymetal. It was the first time I had ever heard Babymetal. I just saw it live, and as soon as that, I lost my... I turned around just for a second to look at all my fans here, which again, I cannot tell you how much, I can't fathom that I have run into fans. I took photos with people afterwards. I turned around and I heard laughter because this is what they saw. I went. Didn't even look at the people, just like I didn't look at the camera there. And I turned back around. And Sue starts singing, Give Me Chocolate. And it sounds just so good. And the crowd surfing like triple timed. I thought we were, not thought we were done, but I thought it would at least stay the same. But when I tell you, the only reason why I didn't crowd surf is because I had someone with me and they were pushing them all the way to the front. To get back to this person would have been a nightmare. When I tell you this place was a sardine pit. This venue was too small. Babymetal and Dethklok didn't just kind of sell this place out. It was like packed, I tell you. So Gimme Chocolate starts, and then all of the energy starts going wild. I see Moa come to my side because I'm on her side and I'm just close enough. I didn't catch this on video, so I can't confirm, and I also can't deny, but there was a moment with Moa. There was a moment. I saw this lady. She's on her side during this song. Came to my side during that song, and I don't know for sure, but she looked my direction. I waved, and she waved back. It didn't look like a normal huh. She went. So I don't know. There's doubt in my mind, even though it seemed clear. I also. That happened. It was kind of like when Bandmaid recognized me the first time. First time Sankey recognized me. I didn't know because she looked, pointed, waved, and then left. And I was like, it's the same thing with Moa. She looked, she went, and then went back to the middle, started dancing some more. And that was it. I never spoke to them again. Not that we spoke, but I looked back at my group that I was with, that I found, my fans, and they were all looking at me weird. You guys know, if you're watching it and you were with me, you saw this. That was probably the coolest moment of the whole show. And I was dying. And I had this shirt on, though. So I started with my Deathklok shirt, right? But during Deathklok, I wore that shirt. What is going on? I had this one on. So, I switched. I started with this. Deathklok came out, and then I had this one. Then I switched to Babymetal, and then I put this one back on because this is both of them. Look at this. Babyklok. What a cool tour name still to this day, because I'm a huge Metalocalypse fan. Anyway, I don't know for certain, but I'm pretty sure she recognized me. Maybe that's just my brain. Hoping that she did. But Moa Metal is so... Oh man, I'm gonna move on. Anyway, check this video out. They just released that song. They just released it not 2 weeks before I saw them live, and they were already doing it live. These people are wild, and that song was crazy. At one point, Sue, also Momo growled during this. A lot of people were saying it was a backing track. I don't really care. It sounded like she growled in person, and I was thoroughly like, Momo, you done earned your spot with that. You earned your spot with them. I mean, you earned your spot a long time ago, but that right there was like, you are now the third Momo Metal. At one point, she switched over, and I waved, but she didn't see me. But at one point during the breakdown, Sue starts doing this, and we all go down. I was so taken aback. I don't actually know if I have this video or not. I will look for it. We all got down. I was too pumped to whip the phone out and record. But this lady Sue, had us all go down down, 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 and I jumped along with the however many thousand people were in this little tiny venue. It wasn't a tiny, tiny venue. It was a really nice place, but it was too small. But everybody in there, I swear the building almost collapsed. That song live quickly became one of my favorite Babymetal songs. The pit at one point was circling and it was huge. It got so much that even I was like, Jesus Christ. People were passing out during that song too. That was fun. Now, speaking of banger, ladies and gentlemen of my community, when I tell you this is my favorite Babymetal song, it is my favorite by a large margin. There's something about Headbanger that is just so good to me, and I definitely danced with them. A lot of you guys made jokes over the years when we were reacting to them before the show that, oh man, going to a show with Mr. Rock and Roll, watching him do the dance would be crazy. I did. You were right. I sure did. I did the... I also, during that song, was mesmerized by just the sheer power that these girls brought to the stage with the band behind them just shredding the whole time. Oh, the energy behind Headbanger. Oh man, look at this video. Was one of the greatest. That one, weirdly enough, Metali. I can't say it normally. It's kind of like Rockstein. Can't just say it. Metali and Headbanger and Gimme Chocolate. Whoo! But Headbanger live, I won't ever forget that. They also did at one point the Wall of Death. I mean, I saw Sue do this. She goes, and then she goes like this. And I saw it happen. Now, I'm there with somebody small, so I don't want to do that. I'm not really that guy either. I like watching the music. I don't do the pit stuff. It's cool. I just don't do it. That and I'm just a bulky dude. I did knock over two guys that ran our way. And because she is a tiny human, I just shoulder checked two of them and then went boop. But they were fine. You know, it's a pit. But they did the Wall of Death. I got to see that live. Got to see that live. certainly earned all the hype that we have given them on this channel and other channels have given them. I still, to this day, think about this concert. It was crazy. You couldn't move. You had to headbang. Otherwise, they can't headbang behind you because you're so crammed together. But at one point, y'all, I swear, going back, I swear Moa waved at me. I swear she knows, but there's doubt in there. She might not. It might have just been a coincidence. However, when this show was over and I left, I stayed behind, took a bunch of pictures with all you fantastic humans. I love you guys. Thank you for making my night that much more special. I left this venue. This is the only venue I've bought more than one shirt at. I bought this one. I bought a Deathklok shirt and the Babymetal shirt. I left this venue. I felt like a celebrity walking out because I got stopped by several people asking me what I think. And my response to all that was, I was dead. I was dead by the end of this. And you know it's a good show when you know you need liquid, like water right now. But I'm still reeling from the fact that I got to see Momo, Sue, and Moa bulldoze a crowd right after Deathklok. It was the coolest show with some of the coolest people I've met. You guys made my night great. Sorry this video took forever. It's just, I went to like several other shows. I saw Avenged, Pantera, The Who. I'm sure I'm missing some people. I was supposed to see Ad Infinitum. So all that got in the way. Sorry this took forever. When I tell you I was not disappointed, I wasn't even like satisfied. It was like beyond. It was just the best show. You guys made it awesome. So thank you for making my night great, to Deathklok and Babymetal, and to you guys. I hope I get to see these people again, and I hope I get to meet you guys someday soon too. Maybe I'll do it on the road in my band. Anyway, that is it for me. I'm gonna take off. This whole show down here in Atlanta was something I will never forget. You guys have been awesome. Please hit subscribe and check out my band. I will see you guys next time. Here's just some extra footage for you. Peace.